Okay, Virgo, welcome to the third attempt of your hopes, fears, and reality reading. We're going to try this one more time, yeah? First time I got all the way through the reading and I realized I wasn't recording. Wow! Okay, Virgo. You are hoping to put up some boundaries in order to elevate a situation to a higher and better level. You recognize that your needs or your emotional state was not being treated fairly, or your needs weren't being met, or your emotional state was not being treated fairly. So you're like, okay, in order for me to do better, in order for me to help other people, I have to do better for myself. So I have to lay down some really good boundaries to ensure that I am on solid footing in order to assist others. A very beautiful hope. The fear that you have is holding back too much from the people who might need your help or assistance. Okay, so you recognize that you need to take a step back from everything that's going on. You need to hold back just a little bit. You need to set up some boundaries in order to keep yourself moving in the direction that you can still be who you need to be for the people who depend on you. I kind of feel like I'm talking to a head of household here, or maybe even a boss. But you fear that if you hold back too much, that people won't still come to you for assistance. So you don't want to let people know what you're doing. You just want to silently work on this on your own, which sounds like a very Virgo thing to do. The reality of the situation is you are moving forward, but you don't feel like you're transitioning. You don't feel like you're growing, even though you're constantly pushing forward. And I'm here to let you know you are. Okay? Because hoping to put up healthy boundaries is an act of growth within itself. It is a transformation. You just don't feel the discomfort of doing it yet. See, there is no growth without discomfort. So because you don't feel because you feel comfortable right now doing what you're doing, you kind of feel like you're not growing because you've had some very difficult times in your life and you're used to these periods of transition being very, very uncomfortable. So the fact that it doesn't feel uncomfortable yet makes you feel like you aren't accomplishing it. Yeah, see? Feeling like you aren't creating, feeling like you aren't getting a return on investment. However, these two cards here, see, this tells me you're feeling like you aren't getting what you need out of the situation. But these two cards tell me that you absolutely are. Or you absolutely will be once you take the time and put in the work. So yeah, once you start putting up these boundaries, having to maintain them will be a little uncomfortable at first. But once you do that, it's going to get easier and easier and easier. Virgo, I just feel like you're very thick-skinned. I feel like you've been through a lot, and that this particular transition that you're going through is a cakewalk compared to some of the things that you've been through in the past, and you're expecting it to be harder than it is. Don't go in it with that mind frame, or it will be harder than it is. Sometimes we do go through transitions that are just a little bit easier than others, and I feel like that's what you're doing right here. Virgo, I hope you found a message that serves your highest good. If nothing else, I hope I validated your feeling, because if this reading resonates with you, then you are on the right path. You are doing something good for you. You just aren't making it hard on yourself this time. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I'll see you next time.